Hello everyone, this is Raj. Welcome to the world of Salesforce. Today is the day 30 class where we are going to discuss how to use loop elements in a flow, right? So in the previous class, we have covered how to use a get record elements, right? Get record elements in a flow. So in the get record elements, we have used for a single record variable, right? So we have covered a single record variable. So where I have entered in the case number. So by means of this case number, I am going to find the case record, right? So now we are going to use how to use loop, when to use this loop, right? So now whenever the end user want to use a multiple collections, right? Then they need to go for this loop element. Then they need to use this loop element. So in the previous case, let me go into here Salesforce. Go to our flow. This is the flow yesterday we have created. Let me open this. Yeah. See here. So in the get case record elements, click on this. So if you see here, how many records to store? Only the first record I'm saying that. So only the first record. So if the case number is matching with the screen case number, the input screen case number, then the whatever the record is there, so it is going to display. For suppose there are multiple records on this case number. So since it is an auto number, it is getting a one record. So that is the reason I have used here only the first record. But if there is a multiple records, so multiple records means let me go for an example here. Let me go into any one of the accounts. Okay. So if you go to the accounts, how to show the multiple collection means how to see what are the multiple records, right? So if you see here, open any one of the account, Edge Communications. Okay. So open any one of the account. Now, if you go to here contacts, so for this particular account, see 1, 2, 3, 4 contacts are there. That means 4 records are there, right? So if I say that only consider the only one record means here only the first record means, so it is going to take only the scene Forbes record only. What about the remaining records, right? So now this is our use case. So now I need to store for particular account. So consider this account ID as a dynamically. So wherever I am going to place the flow in the detail page, consider that record ID. And for that record ID, what are the related contacts are there? Right? If it is a one contact, okay, very well and good. If there are multiple contacts, how to get those multiple contacts? Right? So this is my use case. What is that use case here? So I need to use from the user when logged into the account screen, right? Account screen is there. So from this account screen, so I am going to get the records. I am going to get the records. Here, get the records means not the single. So I am going to get the multiple contacts from this particular account screen. Consider the account ID, and for that account ID, what are the related contacts are there? Let's say there are 4 contacts. So take all the contacts and store here in this get records. Now, if the record is found, right? If the record is found, if the record is found, okay, then iteration start. So there are 4 records, right? I need to display the 4 records. Then I need to display one by one, one by one, one by one. So iteration starts here. That means I am going to loop through the get records, loop through the list of get records. Okay. I'm going to use the list of get records. And if it is present, then display the contact information. Display contact information. So whatever the contacts are there, display that particular information. That's it. Okay. Right. Got it. So till when it should iterate. So from the first item, there are 4 items. So first element, it is iterating, right? So it is going to display the first record, like the second record, third record, fourth record. So if the records are completed, so no more records are there, right? So if the last record is found, right, then exit the loop. If last record is found, then exit the loop. If last record is yes means exit the loop. That's it. This is the iteration we are going to practice here now. Right? If the last record is not, that means only first record. Till there are number of records are there, then again go to display the contact information. Right? First record coming here. So checking for the checking whether it is a last record or not. No, it is not a last record. So that means it's going to display the second record. Again, it is checking whether it is a last record. No, it is checking for the third record. Like again, it is checking the fourth record. Yes, fourth record is the last record. Exit the loop. That's it. Right? If the record is not found means initially itself, if the record is not found means then display the error message. Error message here. That's it. Okay. Hope you understand the flow. This is the our use case which we are going to practice now. Okay. Let me go into the Salesforce. See here. So I need to display the particular, see it, all the related contacts are displaying here. So one use case is there. I need to collect all the particular related contacts. I need to display somewhere here. So one by one. No need to display all these contacts at a time. So if I want to display a list of contacts, so first I need to see the scene forms, next text global, next rows, next quick action like this. So one by one record I need to display. Right? So how the system is going to consider this? So now create a new flow, close this. Okay, leave it. Setup, go to our flow. Okay. Now click on new flow here. Okay. So click on a new flow. So now what I need to start here. So this is my a new flow. Okay, click on next. Okay, create. Done. This is my start element. So first what I need to get here. So I need to get the list of contacts from this account ID. Am I right? So I need to get all the contacts from this account ID. So this is the account ID, right? So we no need to hard code any value. So the dynamically the record ID needs to be changed, right? So don't hard code any values here. So how to do that? So I need to get the elements, right? So first no need to display any screen also. Just I need to show all the related contacts. That's it. So no need of no need of any screen elements here. So directly I'm going to use get records. Okay. So mention it as get all contacts. Contacts. That means multiple number is there, right? So I'm using plural form. Get all contacts. So what is the object here? Search for contact. See here, contact. Okay. Now the main picture comes here. So which contacts I need to take? Which contacts I need to take? So whatever the account ID present here in this particular screen. So take this account ID, and for this account ID, whatever related contacts are there. Right? How the system will know these are the These are the contacts related to this account. So go to Salesforce, open it, open any one of the contact. There you can see the account lookup. Let me show you here. Now you can see what is the account name here? Edge communication test. So like this for all these four contacts. So what is the account name? Edge communication test. Right? This is the account name here. If you see the name of this account, see account name is Edge communication test. Okay, for these four contacts. Right? So like this, the system is going to understand. So now I need to give a one filter condition here. So if this condition met, then consider all the related contacts of that particular account. Okay. So now see here in this particular object is contact. From the contact object, we are having a lookup ID, right? So what is the lookup here? Account ID. It is the account lookup field. In the contact object, we are having a account lookup field. The field name is account ID, which should equals to this account ID. So if you copy this and paste it here, it will work. So it is going to take only the four contacts for this particular edge communication test. But it is not my use case. So whatever the contacts it may be, so whatever the account it may be, if you go to the accounts, see, I want this Farmer Corporation of Florida, all the contacts of this Florida, all the contacts of this Pyramid Construction, all the contacts of this Burlington Textiles. So the ID, account ID should change dynamically. So don't hard code it. Then how? So account ID should equals to what? So for this, we need to create a resource of record ID. Right? Already I have said what is the purpose of this record ID. So when we are giving it as an input, so whenever you place this particular flow, whenever you place a particular flow in this account page, so in the account detail page, I am placing the flow here. Let's say example. So there is a one option here. So input, consider this ID. So in the page itself, the account page ID, what is the account record ID? So consider this ID and pass it as an input. Right? Consider this account ID and pass it as an input. In the previous example and the previous class, we have seen that. Now the same procedure I am following here. Just click on the new resource. So what is the resource here? Variable. Okay. So API name is record ID. It is a standard API name which you have to follow the same naming convention. Right? Record capital ID. So what is the data type as text? Right? So mention it as available for input. So whenever you place this particular flow in any detail page, it is going to consider that particular record ID, that detail page record ID and passing as an input. Okay, click on done. That's it. So now you can pass account ID equals to record ID. Right? So if the contact in the contact object, let me show you here. So this is the contact, right? So in this contact, if the account ID is equals to, if the account ID is equals to this, this ID, right? From the contact object account ID, account lookup ID is equals to the account object record ID. If this is equal, then only it is going to consider the related contacts. If it is not, okay, leave it. Right? So now come here. So account ID equals to record ID. Now here comes. So I'm not going to store only the first record. So because there are four records are there, that means I need to store all the records here. There is an option here. All the records I need to store and automatically store all the fields information. Okay, that is fine. Now click close it. So get record is completed. So if it is not there, then add fault path for it. Add fault path. Right now here add a error screen. Let it be error screen here. Error screen. Okay. So remove this header. Okay. So what should be the display text, right? Drag and drop this display text. Okay. So under this display text error message, outer space. Okay, come down. So what is the insert resource? Global variables, flow, fault message. That's it. Okay, make it a center. Okay, click on done. That's it. So screen error screen is also completed. Okay, so here I need to give a decision here. If the record is found, right? If the record is found or not. So after the get record elements, if the record is there, right? So if the record is there, that means decision I need to take in order to go into a loop. So in order to iterate all these things, so here I am giving a decision box. Check if the contacts is found or not. Check if contact found, right? Or simply you can write if contact found. Okay. So label as found, the other one default outcome label as not found. That's it. Okay. Not found. So now in this found condition, right? In this found condition, what is the here? What is the condition I need to provide here? Right? So contacts from the get contacts. So the ID should not be null, right? So in this, whatever the contacts it is retrieving, the contact ID should not be null here, right? So check for this resource. See here, contacts from get all contacts. If the record is there, right, is null equals to false. I'm going to take like this, false. So what it is saying that, so it is collecting a collection, right? So for example, it is a bucket. So in the bucket, I am adding some elements into it. So in the bucket, as of now, four records are there. So that means it is full. The bucket is having some elements, right? The bucket is having some elements. So that means it should not be null. It should not be, the bucket should not be empty, right? If it is empty, then it should go for the not found. Default outcome, it should display. Okay, this is the condition. If the records are not there here, then obviously it is empty. The bucket is empty. Then it should go for a not found like this way. I will show you that also. Okay. So close it. Okay. Done. Now under this not found, let me add here. Come here. So not found means I need to display some error message, right? So add a screen here. No contact screen. No contact screen. Okay. Done. So add some message if you want. No contacts to display. Now let me directly call script. Okay. No contacts to display. Okay. Oh, this is the API name. Okay. Let me paste the same thing here. Okay. Scripted text. No contacts to display. That's it. Just click on done. Just click on done. No contacts to display. So after this, the flow is going to end. If the contact is found, here comes the again new picture. Right now, I am going to add here loop element. Up to here, I hope you understand. Right now, here loop element is there. So here the bucket contains the four elements. So one by one, I need to display. So loop with contact records. Loop with the contact records. Okay. So what is the collection variable? Already get, see, this is the collection variable. If here I am going, I have collected all the records here. The four contacts are there, right? So here I have collected all these contacts. So select the collection variable. See, only one is there. Multiple collection it is. So previously it is a single in the previous example in the yesterday's class, right? It's a single variable. Here it is a multiple collection. So that means multiple records are there in this. So contacts from get all contacts. So how it needs to iterate direction is first item to the last item, right? First item to the last item, it needs to iterate. See here, this is the loop looks like. So for each element, it is going to loop like this. In the circle only, it is going to loop. So if the element is found, see here. So iteration up to here, it is completed looping. So now I am going to loop whatever the multiple contacts are there, the four contacts. The first contact I need to display it here. And next again, I need to loop it. So second record, loop it. Third record, loop. So like this, that means for each element of these records. So like the first element coming here, display here. Second element coming here, display. Third element coming here, display. Fourth element coming here. So next, no element is there. So after last element, come out of them. Right? Now, add a screen here. For each element, I'm going to add one screen here. So I need to display that those elements, right? So what is the information I need to store? Contact information. Right? Contact information. Okay. So drag and drop this. Let me add this call script also. Here are the contact details. Contact details. Here are the related contacts. Or please find the related contacts. Right? So please find the related contacts, or here are the related contacts. Anything. Okay. Or related contacts are okay. Now it is okay. Related contacts are okay. Now click on done. Okay. So what I need to display here? Contact information, right? Where is the display text? Drag and drop this display text. Now under this display text, so you need to display contact information. Contact info display. Okay. So let me remove the spaces. Okay, done. The first one. First, what I need to display here. So select from this resource. So whatever the names are there, for example, from this contact, see here looping. Under this loop, first element it is going to consider, right? So there are four elements in the get records. So in that bucket, four elements are there. The first element coming into this loop. So consider this. So in this first element, what I need to display here, name. Where is the name here? Yeah, and see name. Okay, select it. Or you can select first name. Okay, first name. Next one. Here you can write here first name. Okay. Like this, if you want to display. Next one, let be email. Next, let's say phone, title. Okay. Some sample fields I'm keeping here. So for your practice, keep all the fields. Right. And for my practice, I'm keeping only few fields information. Now here, loop again. Under this, I'm going to take email. Done. Okay. Next, come here, phone. Again, check in this loop, phone. Okay. Next, again, check here, insert resource, loop. If you want, you can add sections. So yesterday I have shown to you, right? So different sections you can add. So under this section, you can add display text like this. So from this, go to title. Okay. So if you're not liking like this, just add section here. So divide this section into two parts and whatever the display element, just drag and drop here. So under this display text, if you want to add one more display text, so let me take two elements, but okay, cannot remove it. So in this display text, paste it here. So another one is title. Okay, like this, paste it. Okay, hope you understand this thing. Okay, right. So API name should be contact info. Okay, like this. Okay, this is done. This is done, and this is done. Okay, all are okay now. Okay, so now simply here instead of finish, I am having four records. The first record elements are going. First record fields are going to display here. Now let me instead of finish here configure the footer, use a custom label. Instead of a finish, I am going to use next record. I am going to use show me the next record like this. Okay, see here, I am going to show the next record. Okay, just click on done. That's it. Okay, so next, after the last screen, after the last step of the loop, that means first element it is going to display first record, second record completed, third, fourth record completed. After the four records completed, that means there are no records to display. So then here I need to add one screen here. So which should show. So all the elements are complete. All the records are completed. So here no contacts. Okay, no contacts. So remove this header. And here in this, so no under this drag and drop this display text, or you can simply, here is this display text. Okay. So you can write all contacts finished, no more contacts to display here. So like this. No more contacts. No more contacts to display. That's it. No more contacts to display. Highlight it. Mark it as okay. Center. No more contacts to display. Contacts are finished. Okay. Done. Click on done. That's it. See here. Hope you understand this flow, right? See. So the so many resources we have created. So these are all the resources. Okay. So initially I started the user flow, screen flow, and I have collected all the contacts related to that particular account. So for one contact, it may be multiple contacts are there. So I used a collection here, right? So by checking this checkbox, collect all the elements. See here, by checking this checkbox, right? Collect all the records. So it means some list in the list collection, I'm going to add all the records related to that particular account. So if it is not there, go to the error screen. If the record is there, then come here, right? So loop with the contact records. So there are four records are there. So one by one, it is going to loop. So all the records are completed means then final screen should be displayed. Save it. Okay. So let me save here. Contact. What is that? Get related contacts. Get related contacts screen. Okay, save it. Now debug it. Let's see what will happen. See here, record ID is there. So I'm not giving any record. So I have added record ID as an input, right? So if it is on the record detail page means automatically it is going to consider dynamically this value. Now let's say I'm not giving any record ID. Just click on run. See related contacts are right. So it is going to take here get records account ID equals to null. See here, that is the reason. So where account ID equals to null, it is going to take. So whatever the contacts which is having records as null, let me remove those contacts first of all. So let me show you here. So there are number of contacts having the, let me show you, custom select date. Okay, click on apply. There are, see, 24 items are there, 24 contacts are there. So out of these 24 contacts, there may be some contacts. So which is having account record as null. So what is that record contact? Dhanaraj. This is the one, right? So let me delete this. Click on this, delete. Okay. So, okay, now done. Let me check still how many are there. This is the one, next one. No more contacts to display. Okay, right. Now let me debug again. So close this, debug again. Okay, I'm not giving any input. See, no contacts to display. So directly it is coming to here. No contacts to display here. So there is no any system error is there. So if there is any system error, directly fault message will be displayed here. So there is no any system fault means then obviously it is coming to some contacts are there. So no contacts are found here. So directly it is coming to no contact screen. Let us say if the contact is present. Let me go to this account, edge communication test, copy this record ID and again debug it. Debug again and pass the record ID here. Pass the record ID. Click on run. Now you can see here. Related contacts are the first record. This is the first record. Okay, Rose. Second record, scene Forbes. Okay, this is the second record. Next, third record. Test record is there. Okay, next coming to fourth record. See, again test record is there. Now click on next. No more contacts to display. So go to edge communication test. Check how many records are there. 1, 2, 3, 4 records are there. Right, all the 4 records are visible to me. So after completion of the fourth record, it is coming out. See, after last item, it is coming to this screen and it is ending the flow. So no more contacts to display. That is what I am getting here. No more contacts to display. Just click on finish. That's it. All done. Hope you understand about this loop elements, right? If you are having any doubts at any point of time, so mention in the comment section. I'm going to respond to those comments. Okay. Keep following this channel for the latest updates. Thank you.